Game on, everybody! We have our final series in the group stage. Group B, Team Makke against Team QuackNiix. And if Makke takes it with his boys, then they are first in the seeding. Hazops would be second with his team, and third would be QuackNiix, which means that they actually start all of this in the lower bracket. Sonya immediately banned out against Sven. Instantly. First thing that happens. First thing that happens right away here. Okay, so as we head into this, also, by the way, just a bit of an update. This is, of course, the Friday matches that we currently have here, which means that the main tournament starts on Saturday, Sunday. As I explained previously, all of these group stage matches are best of threes. Once that we're heading into the tournament, the double elimination system, it's all best of fives. And for this, we have 6 heroes globally banned from the community. For the main event, we will have 10. So the amount of bans, as we're heading into this, increases by another 4. And then, as we're going through those best of 5 matches, and in this case the best of 3 series here in the group stage, all the heroes that are played one time are not allowed to be played again. So as we're heading, theoretically, just to explain that, into a best of 5, into the 5th map, that means that as the map is started, 56 heroes are banned out. 40 from the previous 4 maps, 10 from the 10 global bans through the community, and 6 through the draft in map number 5 itself. So, well, we can only hope that a lot of those games go the full distance, but even in a 3-1 situation on a 4th map, it should be a lot of fun here. As we're heading into this, on the other hand, we have the Sonya ban, as already mentioned. Medivh gets banned too, since Ultralisk has been a bit of a beast in previous series on this one. The insta-pick on Greymane, also taking it away from QuackNiix, by the way. He is set on his hero pool, let's be honest. Yes, the man can of course play other heroes, that's not in question. But he has heroes where he has a huge preference for. And Greymane is one of them. He wants to play that Greymane, he is comfortable on that Greymane, and a few of the other picks, and that is what he's gonna do when he can. Greymane is taken away as a result. Makke doesn't want to hand that one over. ETC and Malfurion, then again, are played right away here. Okay, so with that we have now 2 locked in. And yep, let's go to the next few picks here as we're heading through this. Alright. But yeah, it is pretty spicy. Honestly, the more of these games in the group stage that I'm casting, the more I'm hyped for the main event. The group stage wasn't even supposed to take place. The tournament was supposed to be 2 days. And then we're just like, yeah, we could actually just like do a short group stage, you know, and like play around this. And I was like, you know what? Let's go for more games. I'm fine with it. I'm pretty sure that the people would appreciate that as well. Would like to see a few more series, even if it's only best of 3s and if it's not complete best of 5 Monka S style. But yeah, pretty sweet here. So Rexa and Anduin get both picked. It's a really early Anduin, by the way, on Infernal Shrines. Could have played a Deckard here in 2. Good old times when Deckard Kane was one of the prior picks over here. Dibbles gets picked as well. Banned as well. Okay. And the Leo ban. Right. Leo actually on this map has been banned out so many times now because he's just insane. He has so much that he can provide on the shrine. And then also on the lane rotation between top and middle for experience. So, yeah, not a shocker there either. But let's head into this real quickly and check that out. Come on. Quack with a full-on patience there. Malthael Vala. Yeah, Vala always great pick on this map. But Malthael together with it. Okay. That's the moment when you find it a little bit of a shame that Ana is actually globally banned, so she can't be picked here. Which means that there's no nano-boosted Malthael with Tormented Souls, which is kind of fun when you actually see it. Okay. What else? Yeah, the heroes that are actually banned for this, the global is Abatha, Ana, Johanna, Li Ming, Deathwing. And Deathwing. And Zul. So those are the 6 that are banned for the group stage. But as I said, we have 10 banned. So 4 additional ones for the best of 5 matches in the actual tournament. Which happens after this. This is the last group stage match. So yeah. Okay, Blaze gets picked. Blaze, main tank, Carrigan, Rexa, Greymane, Anduin. Okay. And Uther Malfurion. Oh my god. Alright, we just went wild. We just went wild, guys. Let's go. Game number 1, Infernal Shrines. Meta Madness Group Stage, Group B. Team Makke against Team QuackNiix. Let's go, ladies. The heat is on. The game comes in and we are ready to rock and roll over here. A best of 3 series. We have Team Makke on the left side with Makke on Greymane, Max Passion on Rexa, Koro on Anduin, Ultralisk on Kerrigan, and Stalk on Blaze. On the right side of the map, Team QuackNiix with QuackNiix himself on Vala, Copenhagen on Malthael, Sven on Malfurion, Galdegulnar on Uther, and Backhult on ETC. Alrighty. Yep, let's check that out. Who's gonna take the first kill and who's gonna take the lead in this one? And in this series, of course. Makke and his team, very much so impressed. I mean, they really impressed with their coordination and the amount of 6 setups that they had in the previous match against Team Hazop. So it was very, very impressive to see that performance. So I'm really curious to see if Quack and his boys with the draft that they're currently showing can actually do something about that, or if that will turn against them. I mean, we'll soon be able to tell here. But for now, we actually have just the rotations between the lanes here. Nothing really too crazy, nothing really that forces anything big just yet, but it should become fairly interesting right now to see how they're actually going to play that out. I mean, for the time, we have just a bit of a move, a bit of aggressive one actually, towards the right side, a bit more so from Ultralisk and his boys as they're trying to the Kerrigan setup in, looking for an opportunity here, and well, they found one. They try to go for the kill, but the stun setups don't really work out the way that they intended to, so they can't lock them out completely. Instead, Stalk gets attacked here as he's trying to move out. Nearly dropped actually. But yeah, the aggressive posture right over here as they're hoping to get a kill. Now, of course, by now we also have the additional camps up on the map, which the focus is going to shift to next. But yeah, early aggression in this game, I like it. I also kind of like how they were able to recover from this and move back, because that looked like it could have very much been a kill or two. But nope, not quite. Move over up to the top. Camp taken. 0 kills so far, as I said. Camp at the bot lane has to be dealt with. There's a double combo. They go for Uther, the double support, keeping them alive in the early game. That's the beauty, of course. I mean, in A, they really love to play their Uther main tank, or they did for a long time, but right now, just having those 2 healers at the beginning of the game is always really, really good for you, because it just simply allows you to... The margin of error just becomes bigger, right? If you are a little bit more aggressive here, your opponent catches you somewhere, you are able to get those heals out and keep everybody alive, and that can go a long way in a situation like this. Stalk already pausing. Seriously? Are we already having Kerrigan disconnecting? Of course we do. And the Hearthstone is in. Ultralisk, my friend. At this point, we're going to kick you out and play with the bot if that continues. I mean, come on, dude. The Hanzo setup already kind of problematic. And it seems like we have some issues here as well. The poor kid is just completely getting wrecked here. I actually don't really know where he lives, but that internet connection that he has is a bit potato. I mean, as far as I know, he's actually German, and as we know, Germany is pretty much a third world country when it comes to internet connections. But that is overdoing it a little bit, so he must live somewhere on a potato farm, I think. I mean, he's farming potatoes in Storm League quite a bit, as far as I know, but this is just overdoing it. At some point, you gotta embrace the memes and just say, like, okay, this is over. Yeah, back to business at least, so at least it's quick this time. Yeah, Vala, of course, with the multi-shot build. Also, the throwing shade now on level 4. A lot of 3-2-3 moments over here. Galdegulnar is still holding the top pretty much alone right now. There's one camp taken. I mean, again, they're actually dodging out on some of the aggression that we saw previously. With the stun setup, the attempt of Team Makke was mostly directed to picking up a kill somewhere for free. Didn't quite work that way. I mean, again, they got close a few times. But the stun setup in the follow-up weren't quite as effective as intended. Now they're trying to go for Copenhagen down here, which actually still nearly works out. But now the rotation towards the top, and this is where, of course, the Shrine is popping up. And this is where the real action begins, because this is Punisher time. And, well, not necessarily gonna be the most decisive one. Usually when you're early in the game to take the Punisher, it didn't scale yet. The new mechanics and the threat level that towers and forts pose also take a bit of that threat away. 3 stacks against 7, a little bit of a 1 versus 1 down here. In the middle we see a similar situation, so this makes the top fight a 3 versus 3, with Misha maybe scaling it a little bit better in favor of Team Makke here, the 4th bear standing. But, well, let's go. Okay, there's the aggression, and Malfurion is dead. First blood secured. Following it up again, Ultralisk. Yeah, there's so much to see on that team right now. Misha can set the stun up, the jet propulsion with the Blaze main tank, which you pretty much only see on this map, if at all. I mean, usually it's not played. Lauber was the one to introduce that after the jet propulsion itself. It was changed a little bit, so all of a sudden Blaze was in a position where his stuns were more reliable. And also his escape, so now he could fit that role, but you very rarely see it. But if it's played, then it's played here. Verkult gets attacked, locked down for just a moment, but still able to move out. 22 stacks against 18. They're starting to take the lead here. There comes the power slide, though. That could change the entire setup. Their kill against Blaze. Nicely done. They try to go for Makke. They get him, but ETC has also fallen. Still an advantageous trade for Team QuackNiix, as the double support is allowing them to set this up properly. Nice. Yeah, well done. That double support setup, definitely a good one. So yeah, kudos. Able to make that work. That was important, and they get the Arcane Punisher as a thank you. Alright, good start for them. Team Makke actually with 2 kills against 2, but it is Team QuackNiix that locks in the Punisher. Baits it over, should be an easy defense. Shouldn't really do too much, but the wall is most likely going to be opened up by the trio that we see here. The double support Vala, so far so good. QuackNiix the one that gets supported here. But it will be interesting in the later stages of the game. I mean, again, Greymane needs to pop off a little bit too. You have a 3-man front line that supplies the stuns for you, so you need to be the one to really bring the damage home, or your team is going to struggle here. But I gotta be blunt, after, I mean, Hazu and Quack, I mean, the 2 teams played actually neck to neck for a long time. But with the performance that we've seen from Makke's team, I really thought that they might be able to take an earlier lead here, but far from it. QuackNiix and his boys are totally doing incredibly well here. And getting a pretty good push going for this now. Alright, Light Bomber's in. There's a level 10 abilities. I mean, pretty much the same. Well, not the same, but like at the same time for the 2 teams here. Full on defense, by the way, with Uther. Who needs stun if you have a Divine Shield? Trying to keep Vala alive by any means necessary. Keep that Vala in play, or you're gonna get wrecked. That seems to be the name of the game. Bunker's, of course, out. And, well, let's have a little bit of look. Oh, up to the top. Rexa down. Okay. And that's the first stack also for the last rights. So they got the last rights kill in. 3 kills against 2. And down to the bottom of the map. ETC still handling the situation here. But parts of the wall are going to fall here. Another camp. Sven can't really take that one alone. He's actually Malfurion now, which in and of itself is kind of funny. Last time that we saw him, it was in Sonya again. This time they banned it out, as so often. And he's just like, alright, then I'm going to be pushed in the support role, whatever. So that's what we're going to see here. And, well, let's have it. A little bit of a setup right there. With Burger and Quack and Sven. Alright. Storg is in play. He takes the experience to the board. Just make sure that you don't miss out on the lane experience. It was always... Oh, that's the kill. Max Passion. Can he actually get away? No way. He actually got out. And now they turn it and the stun setup drops ETC. Nice. Great setup here. Yeah, even Carrigan coming in. But yeah, as I said, you need to get the lane experience going. This is one of the first rules that we've seen from HGC players all the time. Ensure that you never lose out on lane experience unless you trade for something better. For like a structure, for example, on the lane or something. But this is exactly what we're seeing from all of these teams. Every single time when the wave hits the gate, they are rotating a hero over. It's of course made a little bit easier oftentimes now thanks to the experience globes, which allow for sloppier rotations if you compare them to the crisp timed setups that we've seen in HTC times. 3 kills against 3, still incredibly close there. It was a good kill that we just saw, but still. And for now, again, the next shrine coming up. Stealing that camp away was pretty cool though. That really helps them at the top lane. So top lane is going to get pressured now. That's a problem for Team QuackNiix. They didn't have the time to take the Shaman camp down. That's actually a really big problem. Chrysalis is in, level 13 talents, just a little bit quicker for Team Makke. Another advantage for them. And they are already starting to take the position on the shrine. Set up against Uther. And he needs to be careful. The holy cow. Moo. The ETC mosh pit into the divine shield. But it doesn't help. Uther dies and they can't get a counter kill. The holy cow play right here. And they don't get anything out of it. Yeah, instead ETC makes it out, but Uther dies, and that is a first Punisher for that blue team. Team Makke is getting it. Mortar Punisher is going to push in, and oh boy, here we go. That's the moment where they can try to see if maybe they follow up on the Punisher stun and get that one too. But yep, there we have it. Punisher stun, and down she goes. The holy cow is dead. And it seems like Malfurion is also going to go down. Birdman! No, he didn't make it. Try to fly away. Realized that in quarantine he got a little bit too fat, too heavy. Couldn't fly out anymore. He's dead too. 6 kills against 3. The momentum. The pain train is coming. Choo-choo! And it is taking Vala and Uther with it. 2 down, 8 kills against 3. Well, that escalated quickly. I mean, holy hell. This is definitely an NSFW setup that we have right now. Guys, if you watch that at work, you can get fired, I think. I mean, I think that isn't legal in a lot of states, what we're seeing right now. This is an ass kicking that... He came, he saw it, and he died again. Veni vidi GG. Goodbye, my friend. Oh my god, they're slaughter right now. They go for the core and they go for game. They want the lead in this one. They finish it quickly, and that's the lead. Nicely done. The 1-0 for Team Makke against Team QuackNiix in Group B of Meta Madness. Well, that escalated quickly. Makke and his boys, they just went in, they came in swinging, and they just said, alright, we're gonna win this now. And they did. I mean, they really did. Now we're heading into map number 2, and as I said previously, if Makke's team wins this best of 3 series, then our seeding is done. QuackNiix and Team X-Ray, they would start in the losers bracket tomorrow. And we would have winner bracket matches, if I'm not mistaken, between Team Nick against Team Hasops. Ooh, the Germans. And Team Makke against Team Lauber. Yeah, so the Swedes. Interesting. Yeah, that would make for an interesting battle over there. I have to double check that later, and I will of course add also the bracket then most likely to Twitter and check that out. But I mean, either way, let's check out what's happening over here. We have again the ban on Rhaegar, and we are also seeing Medivh banned out. Okay. It's kind of actually weird what we saw in last game. I mean, there was so much aggression coming from Team Makke, and with all of these stuns that we had, that was kind of funny. Okay, so already we got Sonya banned out against Sven again. It must kind of feel bad if you are so good in a hero that it gets consistently banned out, and you're just sitting there and it's like, let me play that hero. I mean, we have a lot of examples where that happens, but with Sven, I really feel it's one of these unique ones where he's one of the few that actually plays that hero in the first place, and yeah. Kinda unlucky. Now, keep in mind, every single hero that has been played on the last map is not allowed to be played here. Again. Reina is in. Alright, it's time for Jimmy. The Vala setup didn't really work out for them. Now they're trying their luck with Jimmy. We have supports banned out, at least a few of them. And let's have a look on the double pick over here. I mean, Greymane was already picked on the last map, so that's not available anymore. Mages are still up. Mages is still something that you have. Towers of Doom, the Tyrael setup with Leoric. Both of them locked in right away. It's a pretty solid start into the draft for them. Takes, of course, also a strong solo laner away for now. Let's see what Sven is going to take. It's also a little bit annoying for Backhold. I mean, Backhold most of the time, I guess they're going to pick Garrosh, or Garrosh would be an option. He usually plays quite a bit of Garrosh, but some of his go-tos are Tyrael and Johanna. Johanna is globally banned. There's the Garrosh pick. Yeah. It's kind of what you would expect here. It's really going to be hype when we're seeing games go into a 5th map. That's going to be incredibly interesting. Because at that point... people have been talking about the support pool, and have been saying like, oh my god, we can ban out all of the supports. I really don't think that the supports are going to be the big problem. I honestly believe that we're going to have more of an issue with the tanks if it comes to that. That we have really weird front lines. I'm not saying we're running out of frontline heroes, but we have very strange ones at some point, probably. The Viking ban. Now I'm a little bit salty. No matter what they expect here, I want the Vikings. If anything, I want the Vikings. But nope. Instead, Vikings get banned out. Okay. There's the Jaina ban, by the way, so denying that over to Makke. I mean, he played it on Battlefield of Eternity against Hazops. So there's that. And, well, let me have a look real quickly. A double pick. What is Makke playing? Sylvanas wasn't played in the last series, right? Sylvanas still open. Could still be picked. Yeah, there she is. And Koro on Stukov. The Admiral is in. Alright. Sylvanas pick is already a good one. You have Leo, also good wave clear. Okay. Still have a couple of the heroes that we had previously. I mean, Phoenix. There's others that haven't been picked yet either. I mean, think about it. We haven't even seen a Gul'dan yet today. Okay. Let's bring it. Quack. What are we going to have on the offlane? It's the bigger question for me right now. And the answer is, we are getting a Zeratul Dehaka. Okay. Alrighty. Dehaka is in. Well, let's go. Last pick. Towers of Doom. What's it gonna be? They still need a little bit more damage. I mean, you can't just simply send Ultralisk on Sylvanas. Tracer? I mean, not necessarily with that setup. If anything, I would have expected that with maybe Malfurion pick, but not necessarily here. Was banned, actually, in the series that Team Makke played against Hazops against him. Thrall, frontline. Alright. Alright, I'm good with that. Let's go. Game number 2. Team Makke against Team QuackNiix. Game on! Game number 2, ladies! Yeah, last one escalated quickly. This one might just be the moment or the time when Team QuackNiix can redeem themselves. On the left side, Team Makke. With Makke on Thrall, we got Ultralisk on Sylvanas, Stalk on Tyrael, Koro on Stukov, and Max Passion on Leoric. On the right side of the map, we have Backhold on Garrosh, QuackNiix on Reyna, Galnegulnar on Lucio, Copenhagen on Zeratul, and Sven on Dehaka. Okay, so I come into this trying to make a couple of jokes about Ultralisk, so we've been here before. There's a little bit of a deja vu moment. So the last time that we actually started this map, I said, you can make bets when exactly Ultralisk is going to drop again. I felt a little bit bad about making fun of him. 2 minutes and 23 seconds into it, he dropped, reconnected 10 seconds later, and then roughly half a minute further into the game, he dropped completely. So we are actually restarting this entire thing. Both teams were fine with it. There wasn't really a big advantage for anybody. No kills yet either. So it's going to be a bit interesting to see if his internet is going to be stable enough this time. Some of the other guys have said that his brother is apparently playing Fortnite. I have no idea if that's true or not, or what exactly the reason is for that. But I like my actual recommendation, if that's true, is take MMA lessons, and when you play a tournament and it's an important match and your brother is playing Fortnite, then kick the shit out of him. I mean, I assume at this point we're talking about a bigger brother, because if it's a younger brother, then I don't see any reason why that wouldn't have happened already. It's just like, yeah, my tournament kind of trumps your kiddie game. Then again, older brother playing Fortnite, I mean, I don't know. But okay, either way, whatever, like if it's true or not, I don't really know. I'm just joking here anyways. But as it happens, this time the aggressive play around the pumpkins at the 1 minute mark. Stork is able to get out here. No problem over there. We have on level 1 already the Trolling Thunder. Yeah, this is pretty much, I mean, again, we made it another minute into the game last time. So we're already on a good way. On a good path right now. everybody can bet if we have a 3-2-3 moment eventually and that pause comes in because Ultralist needs to reconnect, but someone needs to give the kid an internet voucher. I think that maybe he already has his limit for the month, which would be a bit concerning because it's only the 8th of May right now. So if he already used up all of his data just 1 week in, then I predict a very tough month for the kid. Anyways, the rotation is coming, and this time it's heading into the middle with the help of Lucio. And Stalk goes down. Yeah, nicely done. Gets the most out of the explosion, aka wave clear. I mean, what else are you gonna do there? But yeah. So that's actually a pretty good start for Team QuackNiix. And we made it past the 2 minutes and 23 seconds. I'm actually proud of him a little bit. Ultralist with the Sylvanas play. I can't really help myself and rip on him a bit. I mean, honestly, when we had the game pause, I was explaining stuff on the map and just simply how a few of the mechanics work for, I think, what felt like 5 to 10 minutes. And at some point, people were messaging me and saying, like, they actually left the game and they started a new lobby. So yeah, caster problems right there. That's one of the problems when you do everything yourself. When you observe, cast, and organize and admin everything on your own, then nobody comes in and tells you that stuff. You have nobody in your ear from a production crew, which of course is what you have for most bigger streams. Shots are fired though, top right, top left. The usual exchange on the first altar phase with the triple altar. And it's coming down to the big boy fight right here. Leo already moving in. Swing to win, baby. The mace to the face as he comes in with a skeleton swing. Kneel, peasants. Trying to take them down, but they're zoning them off, and Makke is the one moving in to get that connect. And he does. The full-on channel. And that's a hit right there. Bit of a lane experience lost up at the top, so yep, that's something that they're not going to get back. Pretty much the same as the 10 minutes that I waited for Ultralist to reconnect on the game. 10 minutes of my life that I'm never going to get back here. Feels bad, man. I can't stop. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It feels bad a little bit too, but hey. Okay, so they got the kill. 2 kills against 0. Team QuackNiix back with a vengeance. Last game escalated quickly. This time, on the other hand, they are able to get the kills. They didn't get the altars, so there's that. You need to be careful with it. But for now, we got actually the Seeker in the dark, so he doesn't go for the wormhole, which we've now seen several times comboed off with the Shadow Hunter on level 1. A bit of a different approach. Fuel the rush here on level 7. What we got for Quack, the Haka, the global hero, still up at the top. As I said before, every single time I see Sven, I have to think about this. We are Sven from How I Met Your Mother. And see that fire-breathing dragon building right in front of me. The only other thing that is really breathing fire over here is, I think, those bad boys. Yeah, Sylvanas is already starting to push those in. If they can get the connect over here, that would actually be pretty good for them. Let's see. Altar is being announced. This time a double. Starting things off with a double. They push them back. There's the connect. Bam! Down goes nearly the entire wall. Pretty heavy push from them actually now. Okay. Quest about to be completed, not only on Zerathul's side, but also for Garrosh. And let's go. Yeah. Nah, that could complete this quest. Can't get a kill, can't get a flip. 2 kills to 0, again, allow them the early level 9. A little bit farther ahead, but not too much. Quest is completed for Zerathul now too. And honestly, this is looking pretty solid for them when they're coming down here to try and take the altar away. Level 10 abilities would of course be the dream if they can stall it out long enough. Instead they make the rotation towards Leo, and Max Passion is maximum dead. Yeah, he's down, ghosting around a little bit, but does he get the channel? Koro! Oh, the lockdown attempt against Lucio was actually great. That one was really good. That nearly worked out. If he connects the wolf, there might just be a chance that he's able to channel the full duration. We have 2 altars still up. And of course Leo is back. That's the beauty of having Leo in the early game. You can kill him, but he's going to respawn on site, and his death timer is also reduced. The level 10 ability, that's a very different situation though. Yeah, there's one channel attempt, the other one up at the top. They need experience. Tyrell is trying to get it, and there's the taunt, the kill, the double, 2 down. 5 kills against 0. Team QuackNiix. Yep, they are not done with this. Not at all. 8 shots fired. Yep. Boom. 28 against 32. Nicely done. Yeah, after the ass kicking that they just received on the last map, this is actually kind of impressive. I mean, to be fair, Makke and his boys snowballed the late mid-game, so in the early game it was still fairly close, but right now Team QuackNiix is just absolutely stepping it up here on map number 2, locking the kills in, getting the slight leading experience, taking an advantage on points on the core. We might actually see a third game if this trend continues. If they're able to consistently hold this right now and stabilize on this one, that would be great for them. But time will tell if that's going to be possible, or if they're not going to be able to hold out for that long. Sven sitting topside still. It's kind of fitting that he plays a dinosaur too. I mean, again, the name, the dinosaur, it all fits. Pretty sure it's from Sweden as well. Has to be. It all fits together. Coincidence? I don't think so. Anyways, Copenhagen can make the play down here, talking about making plays. Maybe a chance to lock someone in now that level 10 abilities are ready on both sides. Don't really have a lot of lockdown, actually. I mean, the most that they have... Oh, there comes Dehaka. Dehaka moving in, getting the drag. Ultralisk. And the Sanctification saving him for a moment, but not long enough. At least it's a kill and a counter kill. Leo isn't even here. There was a 5 versus 4 the entire time. They're trying to go for QuackNiix. Where's the entombment you needed, baby? Right here. That's where it is. And Hyperion is coming out as well. Can they get the kill? They cannot. The drag doesn't connect with Stalk. It hits Max Passion. Yeah, can be also passionate that he is actually down. 7 kills against 1. Damn. QuackNiix and his boys. What's going on here? We're doing fantastic in this now. In this game. That was actually great. I mean, that entire fight was sexy as hell. Lul CO with a Sudoku move. Yeah, well, that didn't really work out for him. Okay, so yeah, they kill 6 heroes, but they still lose the altar. Like, what? Shots are fired, 28 versus 28. Okay, that just happened. Lucio moves in and just dies a painful death. I mean, the fight initially was actually kind of great. Sanctification saving Sylvanas with just a sliver of health. Obviously, it didn't quite save her. I mean, it delayed the death, but yeah. Okay. So, the push at the bottom of the map and the Sylvana factor is starting to kick in now too. Take the wall entirely down, but later on when death timers are higher, they might even have a chance to take the bell tower in and of itself. Violent Reaction is also in. So that's another really good lockdown tool that they have, and they need a few more of those. Yeah, that was the save. Honestly, that was the meme team right now. Backhold being able to save Quack, that was important, because if Koro comes in and gets the Violent Reaction connected, or they get any other stun, I mean, even the Wolf on Thrall would be great, then it's more or less lights out for Jimmy, so he was in real trouble there. Without the help, I don't see it happening for him. Okay, level 13, the Rallying Cry, by the way. Yeah, duration on Inspire is even bigger. That's really good also for the level 1 synergy. Sanctification, I guess they expected a fight. Thrall also threw out the Earthquake. That's a huge commitment actually to heroic abilities, and they didn't get a lot of it. So now they are slightly in trouble because there's still 4 available. Actually, all of them are available for Team QuackNiix. That's a bit of a problem as it comes to the fight. No heroics for the team in blue. They get the explosion, or at least they try to. No value. 0. Absolutely nothing. Stark is trying to get the explosion against the Haka, who's still at Burrow available. They're not even trying to make the play for the altar, and why would they? 28 against 28. 14 versus 14. Big difference in kills. But who cares about kills if you're still not far behind anywhere else? Shots are fired, that's 4, so they're falling behind slightly. Leo makes it out. Yeah, he's not gonna die here. But still. Okay, so there we have it. Camp taken top. They're still in this. It's actually kind of impressive if you think about it. 8 kills against 2, and they're identical on experience. I mean, again, when we look at the experience panel over here, the minion experience, the extra soak that we've seen from Team Makke is really impactful. I mean, just look at Leo. He's the one who just makes the rotation the entire time, and it really works out for them. Tyrael jumps away, gets the Entomb through. Can they get a kill here? I don't really think so, but they're going to try. Silence is in, and the sound barrier has been baited out as well. So that's a big one used by Lucio just to make sure that nobody's dying. But, yep, mini experience, that's really the big deal. Hero experience, look at that. Look at that gap. That's huge. Structure is also a slight advantage, but still. There's the flip again. They're trying to go for back hold. Lucio comes in. Oh my god, Quack! He's so low. He's not the only one, but Stukov is the one that falls. And Sylvanas. Damn! Seriously, this is looking so good right now for QuackNiix and his team. Every time you have a fight, you see multiple heroes being incredibly low, but then they clutch it out. Now, to be fair, this of course all happens in a 4 versus 5 scenario. That's the beauty of having the Haka in these games, because he can just simply move in and use the global. But that's level 16 versus 16. Leo can even get one of those altars, because that's 8 seconds on Sylvanas and on Stukov. And, well, the altars are activating soon. Ah, if they stagger the death, they do. Yes, they get it. Stagger death against Tyrael, that's a disaster. That's an absolute disaster right now. Leo at the top is trying to buy a little bit of time. They're already starting to channel the bottom. Top left gets channeled as well, or at least they're trying to. Lucio gets stopped. Okay, Ultralisk at least gets one. Leo is dead, but still, that's 8 shots against 4. So at least they're trading a little bit, but obviously they're falling farther and farther behind. Yeah, that is 16 against 8. Again, it's not lights out, but now it really starts to become obvious that QuackNiix and his team are taking a severe advantage here over their opponent. 41,000 damage for Quack on Reyna. 32,000 damage for Thrall. Yep, he's sitting right there. And up towards the top, that's where we currently still have Sven making the rotation and the move now as well. Against Leo, still trying to push this out as much as he can. There's a double wave. The main goal is obviously to try and take the bell tower down, but as long as they can take the pumpkins with the help of Sylvanas apart before they make the move into the structure, that's all that they need to do. So they hold on. They actually hold on to the position here. They are not that far. Again, experience gap, granted, is there. You look at the kill count and it's obviously massive. I mean, it's a 10-point kill count. It's crazy. But they are still in reach. They have even talents. But yeah, Team QuackNiix, they are going to attempt now to put the final nail into the coffin. And honestly, I feel that would happen once that we have an additional bell tower control set up on the bottom of the map. If they get to that point and they're getting closer and closer, then I think Quack and his boys might just be able to snowball it hard from there. Leo has to get out of there. Okay, Wraith walking away, should be able to easily make it out. Yep, not a problem for him. Makes it behind the wall. Altars are activating. This time it's likely an exchange again, top left, top right. The problem that we're running into eventually is just that QuackNiix and his team will grab the level 20 talent. And this is a gap. This is a sizable gap. If you have the 20 talent, you can take boss, for example, over your opponent. Might be able to push in somewhere. So it's getting more tricky. It's definitely not going to get any easier here for Team Makke. They need a team fight at some point, something that they can actually win. There's the channel. 4 shots already get fired. Galnagulnar channels it through on the other side as well. They still have to deal with the top of the map, which they do. 12 points against 20. Still at 8-point lead. And you can tell it's a little bit more hesitant right now. I mean, there's no real reason for QuackNiix to fight, you know. I mean, why would they? They are half a level away from 20. And pretty much at this point, what you see from Team Makke is them just saying, okay, guys, let's just wait it out. Let them get 20, catch 20 as well. And yeah, hope for the best here. Fight around the next objective. But here comes the push. And they should set this one up. Using the Hyperion, that's extra damage against the structures. That hurts. Once they have 20, they can make the move if they want to. Whew. Alright, spicy map number 2, not gonna lie. After the first one, I actually thought that this one would be a little bit more difficult for QuackNiix, but they are really fighting back. I mean, again, when you look at the in-house league, Quack drilled his team to victory after initially not looking really too great in the group stage, and right now, that's another kill. Fantastic drag, and then the follow-up kill. There's a kill against Stukov. 20 is on the board. Altars haven't been announced yet. Half a level is missing. Leo can take it up at the top. They're checking the boss out. Lucio is moving in. Oh, they didn't see them yet. Ooh, Lucio, the kill against Quack. Oh my god, the sound barrier. Sylvanas is dead. The sanctification comes too late. They try to go for the kill against Lucio. He's getting out right now. They're buying time. They're buying time. They're trying to. Lucio is still low. They're all moving away. Stork is in trouble. And Stukov still coming back soon. Bottom bell tower has been reconverted. 5 against 3. They get another kill. Max Passion is dead. Tries to turn it around with the Buried Alive, but doesn't get it. But it's 20 versus 20 now. But the momentum has now completely started to shift. And with the bell tower taken, that means that we have another 5 shots fired simply through the altar over here. They're going straight away also now for the pumpkins. Okay, it is time to party and party hard. That's a single-digit scenario. Single digits on the core. Stalk, he can't die here. You really, really need to hold it together until you have 5 on the map again. 7 against 20. Not unwinnable. You can come back. On this map, you always can. But, oh boy. That is rough. Yeah, again. They got 20 versus 20, so there's that. Again, Earthen Shields, game changer. Buried Alive, even more so. So, we'll see what they can pull off for this. This is definitely still something that you can win, but you can't make any mistakes anymore. Leo is back. Leo's back and he's in the middle. Alright, so he's pushing this out, but down at the bottom, that's 3 points they can't sacrifice. Sylvanas comes in with a wave, sets that up. Leo's moving in now. Leo's ghosting in. The Buried Alive! The Buried Alive against 2! The kill! Yes, 1! Can they get the second? No, the Haka comes in and says hello. But there's the kill at least against the tank. Bit of pressure here in the middle, by the way. The bell tower is also taking some damage. This one at the bottom of the map is going to fall. They are trying to bring it back now. They're trying to bring it back. They're trying to gain the momentum here. This bell tower is definitely taken. And here we go. Move into the middle. Move towards the boss. They kind of need to try and remove it. And they do. For them, this is actually a good move. This is a really good move. It's a little bit... I mean, again, it's not really too risky because Garrosh isn't here. But they need to remove this as quickly as they can. Because if it ever ends up in a situation where the opponent can force them to make a decision between a boss and something else on the map, then it's a problem. And just look at that timing. 13 seconds left for... Yeah, 13 seconds left before we are going into the shrines. Into the altars. So they can still force this. Leo has his Entomb, by the way, up. If he would have been a little bit faster there, he could have set another Buried Alive up. Now they get the channel in the middle. That one is uncontested. Garrosh is still not here. Shots are fired. That's 4. Down here they're going to try to make the same play. 12 points. Guys, we're going to look at 7 to 8 points. It's going to be 7 to 8 points here. In just a moment. Can they interrupt? Ah, Garrosh is actually back. Okay. We might... Well, it might not be. It could be. But if the red team takes it, then it's more or less a victory for them. Ah, you should never say that on Towers of Doom. Should never say this on this map. Always comeback potential here. That's what makes this map so crazy. But it's a 5 versus 5, so I was actually thinking that they might have a chance to lock it in before Garrosh is back. Far from it. Buried Alive! They try to go for it! Oh, the kill! Quack is down! Quack is dead, the duck is gone, and they try the follow-up kill against the dinosaur. Oh my god, Makke, no way. The double, the triple, they take them all. Mid lane, look at it. They nearly take... Guys, they can take 2 bell towers here. They can easily take 2 bell towers. With Sylvanas, I mean, hell yeah. Top lane gets attacked. Look at the middle. Stalk is there too. Who's going to stop them? Lulcio? Yeah, good joke. Zeratul, maybe. But yeah, bell tower gets taken. They took the one at the bottom. That's 6 versus 2, what we're talking about. 6 shots fired, 7 against 6 points on the core. It's insane, but it's happening. Bam! Straight to the face. 6 against 7, and they rotate topside. They want the full barrage. They want the full barrage. Only 2 defending. Well, but one of them is Zeratul. Sanctification is a little bit too late. Still might be able to make it happen. Now that everybody's moving towards the top, Thrall took bot lane. Thrall took bot lane pumpkins. They're going to push the bot lane. They're splitting their attention right now. Sylvanas is already on it. They want to grab this. Guys, this is getting so close. Makke, they're in. They want the kill. They were so far behind. The barrage is starting. And Zeratul is dead. Barrage is starting. First shot fired in the middle. They're trying to take this as quickly as they can. Here comes Leo. Second shot fired. And he reclaims it. Quack takes it back. He brings it back to the team. 7 against 4. That's what we're looking at right now. But 6 bell towers against 2. Ooh, oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Quack with the big boy damage in the middle. Wow. Yeah, right now Sylvanas is already working on the camp. Altar, top left, top right. It's the double altar phase that comes up next. 7 against 4. And there it is. It's actually nuts. If Team Makke wins a single altar, the game's over. If Team QuackNiix wins both, it still continues. And this is a problem. This is a disaster. I mean, again, it wouldn't end the game, but it would put the core to 1. The traps are obviously set up. I mean, duh. They're just... all you need to do is buy a little bit of time. You can literally sank the channel at some point. Well, here comes the attack. It's the only thing they can do. Zeratul is now coming back. He's slow. He's coming in. He's there. They're buried alive. Only hitting 1. And Garrosh is dead. Garrosh down. The Sanctification is in. 2 down. That is game. Shots fired down here. First one connects over here. Bam. Zeratul is also eliminated. And that's another 2 remaining. 3 points on that core. This is game. QuackNiix on Reyna, he delayed it as long as he could by taking that bell tower in the middle, retaking it, reclaiming it, but now the channel comes in and Team Makke takes the first spot in Group B. GG and well played, the blue team taking the #1 in the group. QuackNiix, winners boys, will start in the lower bracket at the main event of Meta Madness.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.